Here is a Panasonic 12-inch oscillating fan model F-1207 from around 1983, 84 maybe. Here's the sticker information. I got this one on Mercari recently, and it was pretty dirty. I mean, not terrible, but about what you would expect. And it wasn't totally locked up. The bearings weren't totally locked up, but pretty gummed up. It was running pretty slow, and the blades were real dusty, of course, and I could see these little like scratch marks through the dust in the blade. On all the blades, it kind of looked like a trail map, like a runner's map or something like that, where you could tell that somebody had been putting something through the guard there and trying to push the blades along. And it was like that on all three. And then the screw was missing out of the motor housing, so I could tell that somebody had taken that out and tried to remove this. And of course they were unable to, because this was preventing them from doing that. So, you know, they had all the classic signs of a struggle, if you know what I mean. So I'm guessing the person either donated it, and that's where the seller found it, at a thrift store somewhere, the seller that I purchased the fan from, or who knows, maybe the original owner pitched it and it was a trash find. You never know about these things, but I got it cleaned up pretty good, and the motor actually wasn't really dirty at all, but it was gummed up a little bit, so I've been trying to reintroduce oil into the bearings, and it's running much better now. Go ahead and start it on low. It's still not quite where it should be, not quite where I want it to be anyway. It seems like it runs better after it gets a little warmed up. But like right now on the low speed, it's running a little bit slower than it probably should, but that'll get better. You just have to run it, get some hours on it, and then just keep putting a drop or two of oil in the ends of the bearings, and eventually it'll soak in there. At least I found through trial and error that that's probably the best method for trying to oil these fans, because the motors are riveted together, so there's really no convenient way to do it. Works well enough anyway. Here's speed 2. Fan's in pretty good shape overall, though. I mean, there's a little bit of paint chipping, some chrome missing off the badge, but like the switch label is really nice. Again, a little bit of chipping there, but it looks really good. The fan looks really nice. It is missing a handle, though. I think originally there would have been a wire handle that attached to the front part of the motor housing and came out through the rear guard here, where you could pick it up here, but that's gone. And obviously there's no plastic handle that these had in later models, a year or two after this one. Go at high speed. Let's see what the high speed velocity measurement has to say. So we're up there between 11 and 1200 feet per minute, which is pretty good. I think that that'll get even better the more I run the fan and introduce oil to it. Here's back down to low, and then we'll run the oscillation. It does have the Panasonic 5-way oscillation. You know, where you can adjust the fan head. You can adjust the fan head with this 5-way oscillation mechanism in here, where it'll focus more on one area wherever you point it, which is, I don't know, kind of a gimmick, but also has some practical purpose to it. So if I adjust it all the way over this way now, it'll stop there and it'll swing the opposite direction. So the full range of the oscillation is now that way. So if I move it, let's see, 2 clicks there, now it should be centered again. The fan's quiet. Has good blade balance, runs good. These are great fans. Excellent table fans. Good range of speed too. The high. Turn off the oscillation and off. All right, well, there it is, Panasonic model F-1207 from sometime in the early 80s, I think, 83 or 84 maybe. Thank you for watching.